Hey, what's going on, everyone, and welcome to Solo Rip number 10 here on the weekends where we have a little bit of extra time to be able to focus on these things and be able to have these conversations, and then hopefully you can take these conversations and aid for your orange pilling, whether it's a family cookout now that we're here in the summer or any of those other things or whatever. So in this episode, we're going to talk, I'm going to rant a little bit about Lolli. I think Lolli is a LARPing company, and I wanted to talk about that. And then from there, I'm going to talk a little bit about Jack Mallers. And then I want to talk about Jack Mallers and Strike, a little bit of lightning. And I got a special guest that's going to join me throughout this whole episode. And we're going to rip back and forth, see where we could get to. So I'm going to cue the music here now. And we're going to get this started. I'll see you guys on the other side. Later.
The hardest money that has ever been invented.
I also made the case for owning Bitcoin, the quintessence of scarcity premium.
Scarcity premium.
It's literally the only large tradable asset in the world that has a known fixed maximum supply. By its design, the total quantity of Bitcoins cannot exceed 21 million.
Not exceed 21 million. Bitcoin is the hardest money that has ever been invented.
If you don't have my private key, you cannot spend my Bitcoin, period. And this is the power of Bitcoin.
It's the first time we figured out how to create true property that you can take possession of with full custodial rights.
All right. And we're back here, Solo Rip number 10. I told y'all I got a real special guest here. I got my guy Carr here. It's fresh out of Austin, Texas. Nowhere else he would be. What's up, man?
Yeah, this is my home.
The home, man. I remember.
Born and bred.
I remember the last time we talked, I tried to give you a hypothetical, and you're like, "Nah, I'm not taking that."
Not an option. Not an option.
I love that. All right, guys. Episode Solo Rip 10. We got a few things to talk about. Me and Carr are gonna try to rip together because we find that it's fascinating whenever we actually sit down and talk with each other. That the conversation goes from supposedly being 5 minutes to like this long-winded conversation. So why not get all that on the mics here?
Yeah.
All right, man. So thanks for joining me. Off the rip, Car, what I'm going to talk about, and this happened to me a few days ago. Lolli, man. Lolli, I think, is one of those companies, and I can't think of any other ones off the head, but they out there. They're the ones that are using Bitcoin as like the cover up for what they really are, and they're LARPing basically. They're not.
Wait. So this is the Lolli that was the tip thing? Back in the day?
Is there another one? No, Lolli's the one that's like where you like buy with it attached to the to your Chrome browser. They give you like the cashback or whatever.
That was like 2 years ago, wasn't it, or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I've been using them mainly for like flights, right? So like if you attach that to your browser, and I've been flying out there to Austin a lot, and they give you like a really good like 8% back on hotels, and like so I knew that they have that. The listeners are probably gonna kill me on this, but there's like a fiat version of this. It's like Rakuten or something like that. I don't know if you ever heard of that, where they give you like fiat back or whatever. Well, Lolli basically took their model and said, hey, you buy shit with us, 30 to 90 days, we'll release the funds to you, because that's usually when the fiat rails settle the transaction and then they can give you the money back. So Lolli does that with Bitcoin. And this is going to sound like an ad. It's not an ad. Fuck that. But
taking Lolli money behind the scenes, Jose? What's going on?
Hell no. I'm about to smash on him right now. So this is what happened, Carr. So they posted something on Bitcoin Pizza Day, right? Their Twitter handle that was like, hey, Laszlo, if he would have used Lolli, he would have got this much cash back or whatever in Bitcoin. So I was like, well, Laszlo would have never seen his Bitcoin ever again, because Lolli just be holding your Bitcoin hostage. Right. So it's not 90 days, bro. And I got a few like peer workers that I work with and a few other people that have kind of confirmed this.
So you're saying they actually don't give you the Bitcoin back?
Not right away, because in their defense, I guess, they need to wait for the transaction to settle with the merchant in order for them to
90 days?
That's fiat rails. We know that. 60 to 90 days. But I have purchases that are going back from way in October. So like, fam, like, what are we at? That's like, yeah, we're going close to almost a year, right? Like 9 months or something like that. So this is the funny shit. This is what makes me laugh. So I wrote that as just a funny one-off comment. I didn't think much about it. I was just like, Laszlo, never get it. Alex, which is the CEO of their company, what CEO has enough time to be hitting people up on Twitter? That's first red flag. He immediately jumps into my DM, right? And I got proof of all this. If y'all think I'm fronting, I'll share this, right? And he's like, hey man, are you having any problems with Lolli that I can help with? And so I was like, well, I got purchases that are sitting back from October, and I don't really use you guys as a source of Bitcoin, so I'm not worried about it, but you might want to fix that. Immediately, he comes back and tells me, oh, well, 60 to 90 days. That's how we work. If you don't like it, more Bitcoin for everybody else. I was like, wait a minute. Well, you just said 90 days. I'm telling you October, and now you're telling me to go fuck myself, pretty much. And I don't know where it came from. I'm like, first of all, is this a CEO? This is shitty customer service. And then he goes on to tell me that my situation is rare. Oh, well, most of our other people are happy. I can name 5 people right now that I won't dox. 5 people right now that I spoke to, Car, that basically were like, nope, that's happening to me. I'm waiting for stuff from November, from December, from... So what do I do here, Car? Do I throw them out on Front Street and go on a Twitter rant?
I don't know. Me, I'm in this whole mindset lately where it's just like, I show people grace and then let them kind of figure it out on their own.
Yeah.
It sounds like in your situation, you kind of felt like you got, not the best deal in there. This is me, how I operate personally. Like, I no longer do business especially in Bitcoin, unless I know the people at the company personally.
Yeah.
So like your example of you using Lolli, like I don't know the people from Lolli, but I do know I can get a gift card from the Bitcoin company or from Oshi or from, BitRefill. Like I can go there and like get my gift card. And if I have a problem, I can go to the Benz or I can go to Mike or whoever. Like that's how I feel, because at the end of the day, if we're all on this Bitcoin standard, it literally just comes down to like, who do you like more? What tribe are you in? Like that's how I feel. That's how I'm operating now. It's like, so like I would never use Lolli, not because I don't have anything against the company. It's just that I don't know those people. Maybe one day I'll meet them and and then maybe we'll see. But like, I felt like they were an older company. To your point, I felt like they were an older company, like maybe like a year or 2 ago.
That's what I mean. That's what I was about to say. Like now you have all these options that you just listed there. And you're right. Like now I'm only messing with Bitcoin only companies. And like I said, I don't even use Lolli like a go-to. Like it's not even like I'm there looking for the Lolli deals or whatever. I started using Lolli probably like 2 years ago. Right. And then.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Cause I was using BitRefill like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, see, I'm not a big fan of BitRefill for no reason whatsoever.
They give you sats back now. I mean.
Yeah. And you could get them back right away. Yeah. No, Lolli's literally the opposite, or actually the not your keys, not your cheese whole concept. They're literally breaking that whole model. And then the thing is, if you hit them up and you say, hey, you said 60 to 90 days, it's been 92 days. They always blame it on the merchant. Oh, well, whatever, JetBlue didn't.
To me, that's like a red flag, just that on itself.
They're
like
freaking
everything
LARPs,
else, everything else, like, yeah, I don't know. But like that right there, Jose, like,
yeah.
Why do you have to wait 90 days to get, are you sure it's not just like a limit? Like once you hit a certain threshold amount of sats, then you can send it out. And is it really 90 days?
Supposedly every 90 days, right? When the transaction settles, I got a notification from them a little while ago saying like, hey, $3 freed up from a purchase back in January. Well, where the hell is the one from November and October? Where the hell is the December one, right? And I just went to Austin a few weeks ago. This one shouldn't be released, but this is a different problem. So I did booking.com or whatever, and this whole show sounds like an ad, but it's not. I did booking.com and, whatever, Lolli, whatever. This one's not even showing up. Like, it's not, they didn't even give me like the claim of me booking.com.
Oh, so do you think maybe it's behind the scenes, maybe something's not working, maybe?
It may be, and, I would be gracious, like you said, and give them the benefit of doubt of, hey, they're figuring it out. But like, A, you guys don't seem to be figuring it out. And B, your freaking CEO just jumped into my DMs and just told me to go fuck myself. Legit. What other CEO would do that? Nauseating, dude.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
agree
how
with
they
you, though.
operate over there.
It's over for Lolli. It's over. Like, you're a LARPing ass company. Y'all getting y'all funding and using Bitcoin as the shield. I'm sure if Ethereum had a bigger circle than Bitcoin, there would be that company. Like, that's what I mean. They're using Bitcoin as just like this.
I don't know, dude. This is where I go, like, use the apps of the people you know.
Like, no, I'm with you now. But remember, that stuff wasn't...
Bitcoin's small enough to where you can the Benz. So like you could use the Bitcoin Company app, and you have a problem, you just shoot one of the Benz message.
And I have, by the way, I do have the Bitcoin Company.
That's
app.
what I'm saying. To me, it's like you have your choices and like choose accordingly. And like at the end of the day, you're holding Bitcoin, so it doesn't really matter. Like they can do whatever they want, but
yeah. But this is in retrospect. You say that now. I didn't know that in November.
Yeah, I would have told you not to be using Lolli.
Yeah, Bitrefill is a good example. They were around, but like, the Bitcoin company was not around in November, right? Like, or at least as big as having the application they have now and the bandwidth they have now. Bitrefill is a good example. I just never really historically used them. To me, it's just an honesty game, man. Like, if you consider yourself a Bitcoin company, which Lolli does, like, you have to behave within the ethos of a Bitcoin only company. That's,
I think at this point, like to what I just said earlier, like it's just gonna fall into place to where people allocate their Bitcoin, right? Like where they allocate their sats, and like they're gonna choose their tribe or they're gonna choose their friends. Like it's a community driven market.
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, that's how I see it right now. Maybe it'll change lately, or later. I don't know. But like, I feel like cool. Take your ball and go somewhere else. Like that's how I feel. It's like, and they can do what they want to do because they're a company.
Oh yeah, but I could give them the pain though.
You could do that.
I could give them the pain, right?
Or you could just like let it go and then use your business elsewhere.
Nah, I'm Petty Roosevelt. I'm not gonna let it go. I'm gonna keep it going. I'm not gonna let it go because I will let it go, but you know what I mean. I'm at least gonna give them the shank real quick before I go.
Yeah, you just want to like chinga left for them. For a little bit.
I did it to Compass. Right? They fucked me over in the very beginning.
What did they do?
Oh well, I was part of their whole shabacle with the South Carolina shit, where my miner was supposed to go online, and then they fucking held on to it for 3 months. And I got a sailor's mouth, so my fault. I dropped fucks everywhere left and right. But yeah, like there was an old episode of Talking in Bits that actually went kind of viral, and it was basically me doing this, right? Where it's like, yeah, listen, I had a bad experience, and I don't want y'all.
Dang, dude, so you're known for putting companies on blast.
Well, the thing is like two things. I
must have missed those episodes.
Yeah, two things. First of all, I don't want my fellow plebs to have that shitty experience. So it's like a warning flag, right? Like I took the shot. Now let me let you know I don't want you to get shot. Second of all, man, and you know this firsthand, listen, I'm senior team member of the client services team at Unchained Capital, man.
Oh, you are? Yeah. So you know all about
so it's like we don't treat our clients like that, bro. We have like the Bitcoin standard support.
And all that kind of stuff, whatever.
Exactly. So listen, you're not about to tell me that as a client or a customer, I need to like deal with it and go F myself like Alex did. We would never do that at Unchained, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Unchained is special though.
Sure, Bitcoin ethos. That's what I mean. Like we believe what we talk. We walk the walk, we talk the talk. That type of thing.
But Unchained is a really special company, dude. They have those like really bright minds there. So it's like, it's kind of how you build your mission statement, and then how you kind of what's your core values, and how you kind of. I mean, we're going through that with Pleb Lab right now. Like me and Kyle and Keon have core values that we all have gone across, and we even bring them up in meetings. So it's like, it literally starts from the top down. Yeah. And to your point, this is what you're probably seeing. I mean, that's a safe guess, I would say, but it starts at the top. Like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the company does, from customer service to the client business or biz dev, whatever it is, marketing, whatever. At the end of the day, it's always the CEO's fault. That's just facts.
Well, the CEO just reached out to me directly, which is also bogus, dude. Like,
share it.
I'm about to scream. I was gonna do that, man. Like, hey, totally listen. Kidding. I go through it, so they won't have to. You remember the Jay-Z line? Hov did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through that, right? So, like, yeah, I'm going through that, so y'all don't have to go through that.
Man. You're building a media empire over there.
Yeah,
this is just like a little
calling out the LARPing though.
Yeah, you freedom of speech, bro. But like,
journalistic integrity.
Just telling you, like, you're building out your own thing, your own media company. Like, keep going.
Yeah,
it's not worth it.
Well, guess who's not using Lolli anymore, good sir?
There you go.
Hey, and
there's some other great apps too. Why were you even using Lolli in the first place?
Once again, it's been 2 years or whatever, and I know the Bitcoin company does do airline back flight, but it was only simply for my trips to Austin that I was using Lolli. It's not like I was like shopping on the internet to use Lolli, right? Like,
I use the Bitcoin Company app all the time.
And I do have it installed. And now the next time I'm going out to Austin, I'm definitely going to take advantage of those sats back. But once again,
even here in town, like locally, I use Oshi all the time.
Yeah, Oshi doing big things, man. I talked to my wife, right? Like, and this is where it's beautiful to have you on here so we can spill off into these conversations. So I'm talking to my wife, right? And the plan is to get her a bakery opened up down there in Austin, right? Yeah, man. Why not? That's been her dream. Austin's the place, right? And then I told her about Oshi. I was like, hey, Car gets you hooked up. Is it Michael?
Oh, Michael. That's all Michael.
Yeah. No, but I was gonna say like Michael direct, right? Like it's one of those things. Like it wouldn't even.
Michael? Haven't you met Michael before?
Here and there, not long conversations. Actually, Michael, come on the show, man. Let's talk about this.
He will come on the show.
Yeah, he will. I gotta reach out.
I'll tell him personally. I'll go out there and tell him.
Funny on the Lolli thing. Michael was one of the guys that commented.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's how I'll tell Michael to come on the show.
Yeah, we got Michael on the show. But what I told my wife is like, look, Michael will set you up. We got the Oshi app for the bakery, and Bitcoiners are going to support. I mean, regular people that just love baked goods are going to support because her stuff is good. But like the Bitcoiners will come out full strong and they'll support with the Oshi app, and she'll be able to give some perks.
Dude. So Kyle will be there every week, bro.
Word?
That dude loves sweets.
Oh, man, Kyle, another one. I am going to have Kyle on the show, but I remember he told me last time I was out there he wants to do this in person. So I'm respecting that boundary. He doesn't want. He doesn't want to
love sweets, dude. So he'll be at the bakery every week.
Yeah. So like that's what I told her, and it has her more excited, right? Because we talk about the Austin move all the time, and there's a lot going on. And for me, right, Unchained Capital and what we got going on the side and what we're working on.
Unchained Capital is building big things over there.
Yeah. But then I'm also trying to position my wife to also take like to love Austin and to love where she's at, right? Like this is gonna be.
She's gonna love it, dude.
Yeah, permanent residence for us coming here soon, and maybe
apparently there's like a Bitcoiner wives club.
Is there? Oh, she's gonna love that. Hey, Car got all the flex. Super cool, man. All right, so yeah, definitely shout out to Oshi, shout out to the Bitcoin Company. Not shout out to Lolli. And we're gonna keep it pushing.
At the bottom, it's sponsored by Lolli.
Nah, yeah, she crazy. I mean, for the amount of times I said the word.
What did he do? That was a hell of an ad.
Nah, Alex, if you want to get trashed on the show, come on, man. Because with me and you,
are you gonna bring him on? Whoa.
If I bring him on, it's to beef with him.
There you go, do it. Shooters take shots, right?
I was surprised that a CEO would actually like hit me in the DMs. Maybe their client services should have hit me up in the DM. Like, hey,
I don't want to name drop, but Jesse Powell used to hit me in the DMs.
Who?
Jesse Powell.
Who's that? I don't know.
The Kraken CEO.
Oh, see, I'm not versed in Kraken.
This is like before Car was Car. Like he just used to hit me up.
Like trying to beef with you or trying to what do you mean?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just like, hey, what's? And I thought it was like a spam account, but it wasn't.
Interesting.
I would tweet out something and then he liked it and then he would just be like, "Hey man, keep it up."
Oh, see, but Alex didn't hit me up and say, "Hey, keep it up." He told me to go fuck myself. Yeah. Anyways, hey, listen, if y'all think I'm bullshitting, I will share the screen caps. I'm just saying. Now we'll leave that.
Don't do that. It's not necessary.
Why
you already did it. We've already talked about it. Let it go. Build your media empire. Let it go.
Yeah, but some people think I'm lying.
You're not.
I know, but like that's what I'm saying. Like if y'all think I got the evidence, I dropped that on there. If y'all
no one thinks that.
I got the files.
There's no reason why you would.
Cool. Let's move on to like kind of I guess like the sub hierarchy is lightning here, right? Like that.
You're like, let's move on to away from talking about Lolli for 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, I told you I'm gonna rip on them for a little bit.
No,
I think I did that. So this next few topics are kind of under the lightning umbrella, but I saw that Jack Mallers was out there trying to orange pill the Norwegians, right? And I found that extremely fascinating because of his 1-for-1 in El Salvador, right? So one country, one orange pill. Now he's out there trying to do it to a second one. Do you have any initial thoughts on that?
Dude, I think Jack is like a big part of like what we're doing here in Austin, what they're doing in El Salvador. Like Jack is the truth, bro. He's that beacon of light that we need right now in the world. And I've never met him personally. Hopefully one day I'll be able to, but like, yeah, man, the guy's killing it. Yeah,
no, I've had not bad things to say about Jack on the show. So that's, but I've been objective in the, I have a marketing background, right? So to me, it was one of those things where it was like, Jack, I love his actions as orange pilling, but his announcements are very marketish, right? Where it's like, oh, we say this now, but it won't happen for a year from now.
Are you talking about like just on Twitter? Or are you talking about like just on CNBC? Because marketing is really like, who are you trying to target, right? Like, yeah. So if he's like doing this at the Bitcoin conference, like I think it's safe to say, I don't even think the Bitcoin conference would say this. Like, I don't know what they're thinking, but like, I would say like Bitcoin conference is no longer just about Bitcoin. It literally is like everything. And they are trying to get this one event so loud that it gets everywhere. And that's what it did this year. Yeah. It was massive. Yeah. Like, and so I think to your point that maybe he's like marketing, when you're talking about marketing, maybe he's just like sending that signal, not to the Bitcoin Twitter audience, but like to the masses. And I think that's two different messages that you have to send, right?
Maybe so.
So-
Maybe so. I think
Yeah.
it's just and once again, it's his objective. This is not hate. There's a difference there because I love everything that he's doing, and eventually these announcements do come to fruition. So it's not like he's gaslighting us and nothing's coming out. But yeah, like if you ride the coattails of building a lot of clout for something that's maybe a year out or that's just phony marketing to me. And I've had, listeners could go back, listen to the other episodes. I've had my discussions about Jack. But yeah, this stuff, like the orange pilling stuff, man, I think you're right, man. I think this dude is a global monster, young, and ruthless, meaning that he can't be stopped into going into these places. And I don't know what his bodyguard entails, but like you're messing with big fiat stuff, and we need to protect Jack at all costs.
Yeah, dude, I have mass respect for him, like I said before,
Yeah.
but I couldn't even imagine what it's like to deal with what he deals with. So I'm not even going to begin to, but like, yeah.
Yeah, like IMF
I think-
shit, and like
I think he's doing everything the right way. I think I just saw like the Oslo Freedom Forum that's going on this week. I saw a lot of
Big
pictures
things.
there on Twitter. I know we have a lot of friends over there, like Odell.
Yep.
And Lisa's
Odell.
out there too. And I think the Bens are out there maybe. I don't know if they're speaking or not, but like we have a lot of friends who are out there. So like, it sounds like everything's going really well. Like
Yeah.
they're really getting the signal out. And this directly competes with Davos because Davos is going on too as well. And Davos is like a big, thing as well too. And so it's good to have this other side that's like, hey, Bitcoin freedom,
So it's
not
like
cheap, but like,
the Bitcoiners versus the fiaters in full scale.
well, it doesn't even need to be the verses. It just needs to be like, hey, this is this side of what we see the world as being.
Yeah.
And this is the other side where you eat bugs, right? Like, so it's like, well, what do you want? Eating bugs or do you want freedom?
Well, we know what
It's
they
not-
want for
not a-
us. The Davos people, they want us to eat them fucking bugs.
That's why I think right now what they're doing in Oslo is like so important. And like what
It is.
Jack does is so important. It's because it literally is like, who are you trying to get the message to?
That's
right?
a good
It's
point.
like, it's no longer just like we can talk about Bitcoin on Bitcoin Twitter all day till we're blue in the face. But until
That'll
we
be
get
much.
message out there to your community, to what we're doing here in Austin, like getting
Yeah.
everybody onboarded, like that's the bigger picture. It's just like,
Yeah. So I like orange pill Jack. I don't like marketing Jack, but agree to disagree in that situation. And I tell the listeners all the time, I don't hate anybody that's doing as big things as he is. I think it's my job with this platform to be objective and to be able to analyze things and break things down. But yeah, on the same thing, Jack Strike, but with the Human Rights Foundation together donated $100K to BTC Pay server, which
oh, cool.
that's just amazing. I personally use BTC Pay server, and yeah, what they've been able to unlock for merchants, with the combination of different services, whether it's a sovereign way of doing it with your node, or our good friends over at Voltage, right? That's another good arena to jump in there.
Absolutely.
BTC Pay server got it going on, man. They're the shit. So $100K well deserved.
Yeah, I think just seeing how BTC Pay server has been able to be integrated into all these different types of Lightning apps.
Yeah.
Like Zaprite's one of them.
Yep.
Integrations there. I think Voltage is one of them. And then there's quite a few more that are coming on board too as well. So it's like the fact that they're using that money in a good way is always awesome to see. So
Yeah, definitely. I don't know much about the details of it, but $100K going to a good cause, in my opinion, from good companies, Human Rights
Mhm.
Foundation, of course. And
For sure.
So super happy about that. Actually, I got Nick from Voltage coming on in a few weeks to talk,
Awesome.
which is pretty cool. Bobby set that up. Shout out to Bobby. I know.
Shout out to Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby hungry, man. Yo, I don't even think Bobby sleeps.
Yeah. I think he does the same thing I do. Like he gets up at 6,
Yeah.
5:30 ish, and then he starts his day. I don't know if he's a 4 o'clock guy, but he might be. But
Yeah,
dude, there's something to be said about starting. I think you do that too. So
I do.
there's something
I
to be
do.
said about that. Yeah.
yeah. I ain't got
Just get
shit
a
to
lot
say
more
like y'all
done.
do, but yeah, like I think I rant so much on these shows that I'm all burst out. I ain't got shit to say, but I'm up. I'm watching y'all do your thing.
Nah, dude, you're killing it over there.
Yeah.
It's just that you're the lonely Bitcoiner in Massachusetts, right?
Yeah, man, and unfortunately, I got to abandon the city. But there's bigger things in play than just abandoning the city. I actually got to the point of trying to put together a BitDevs and got no help whatsoever over here. Like I even had like art for it and everything done. Shout out to Alex, our good friend Alex. Put some stuff together for Worcester BitDevs. And I inquired to a lot of people that got connections, and they just don't see the passion, bro. They're gonna be late. I don't know if Worcester's gonna make it, sir.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, all you can do is try, and all you can do is like put one step forward and then see kind of how it plays out. But
Yeah.
send out the good positive signals. I'm on this whole thing where like
I'm with
you
you.
start speaking the truth as in like absolutes on the negative side.
Yep.
You're going to see that as a reality. You start
Yeah.
speaking the truths as a positive thing, that becomes your reality. So it's like really like manifesting your destiny is the big thing that we're doing here at Pleb Lab. Like it really is just that. Just a little quick change, mental mindset does everything.
And that's why I love our conversations, because whenever I'm like, I wouldn't say down and out. That sounds like very defeated. But whenever I'm questioning or whenever I'm struggling, I don't know if it's the ethos. I don't know if it's Bitcoin. I don't know what the hell it is. Car always on my phone. Car hit me up at the perfect time. Every time I feel like a certain way, I get this message or phone. Yo, man, keep it up. You killing it, fam. Yo. And it's like, man.
You are, dude.
Yeah, no,
You're super talented.
But I know a shitload of people, bro, and they're not up with my phones.
It's because they don't see the same talent that I do. You know, like one of the things here, like this is what kind of like what I don't want to sound ego, forward or whatever, but like one of the good things that I think that God has given me as a gift is like to see the talent in people.
Yeah.
Like I'm the one who found Kyle Murphy.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like I scouted him. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where like I'm the one that he reached out to me, but I was already looking up at him since Miami. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, like there's this thing called talent seeks out talent.
Yeah.
Right. And when you're collaborating with people, talent will seek out talent. This is where I've always told you, and I'm not trying to get your head big. I'm just trying to give you to understand, like, no, dude, you have all the skill sets that you need. Now you just need to go out there and execute. Like, it's that simple. It doesn't come any more simple than that. People think there's like some magic secret sauce to it. There isn't. Just like go wake up at 6 o'clock, do your thing every day consistently. Yeah. And you're just going to get even more talented.
Yeah. No, I agree. Won't stop, can't stop. It's just, it also takes a person. And you're right. Maybe it was God-given ability for you. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people around me that care about me that, tell me, right? But none of them seem to have the presence of mind to, I guess, remind me. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, like, this is the thing. And you're one of those
maybe
people.
Maybe they do it in a different way. Maybe it's like, hey, Jose.
You gonna get me on my verb, bro?
well, maybe. Like, this is where somebody tuned me into this yesterday. I was having a conversation with Krishna here. Yeah. And she was telling me, she was like, Car, sometimes you can just give by just listening and talking to people. And I was like, really? Like,
oh, for sure.
I didn't even think that was a thing.
That's
right?
a fact.
Like, so, and then she's also, sometimes you can just be sitting near them. And that's like, helping out. So maybe people are doing it. Maybe you're just not picking up on how they're doing it.
I'm an ownership type of guy. I can see if I'm missing something or whatever. I told you on the phone the other day, I'm straightforward on just, only focusing on things I could control. That's first and foremost. But my kids and my wife, man, like my kids and my wife, man,
Should
like
it's
just, what I'm going to leave behind with my kids is important to me. But like you've met my wife, man. It's just extremely
Amazing
lucky.
woman.
Extremely lucky. Yeah.
Beautiful woman too.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Just I'm fortunate. It's very lucky to get the wife.
You're a lucky man. I told you this so many times.
Yeah.
We have these conversations. I'm like, Jose, you got it all, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if I got it all, but
I'm like, you're not missing out on much over here on my side. Like, I'm like, dude, you have everything.
Yeah.
Like, you literally have an ongoing art project with your family. Beautiful, amazing wife.
Yeah.
Supports you 100%. You're killing it on your media game. You're talented as F. Like, you got this, bro. Like, now it's just like removing that, whatever it is stopping you from going out and doing it. So, dude, you're killing it.
Being around.
Can't wait till you're in Austin.
That's what I mean. I was gonna say being around people.
Then
like
you're gonna be tired of me.
Nah,
I can't stand this guy. He's too fucking positive.
Nah, you're gonna be Uncle Carr, bro. You're gonna come over the kids. Hey, Uncle Carr in the house. That's what you're gonna be.
Oh man, that'd be nice.
Hell yeah, man. That's what it's gonna be. But we just pivoted there into therapy session.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, I don't know, unconsciously. But this is the beautiful part about having you on the show, man. Is that we can.
No,
do
this is Bitcoin,
stuff.
man. Like Bitcoiners support other Bitcoiners,
True.
and if the ones that aren't, like, I don't know what they're gonna do because like. It's about tribes, man.
Yeah, the ones that are not are Alex from Lolli. No. So yeah, so man, listen. Speaking of this, I know you just did a Thriller episode with Dustin, and you guys talked about Lightning. We've been talking
that
about
was
Lightning.
amazing.
Please, man, hit me up
Happened
on
last night.
what have you been getting on the Lightning forefront, man? I know Bitcoin plus plus. What's that? Hit me with the Lightning. What's the
Yeah. So first off, let me just promote Bitcoin plus plus. Thank you for bringing that up. But we're doing Bitcoin plus plus. It's a collaboration between Base 58 and Pleb. We're working really hard behind the scenes, dude. It's so hard throwing conferences and this is just on our side at Pleb.
Yeah.
That's not even counting what Nifty and Sakamoto are doing. Like, dude, they even have way more work on the conference side, and we're helping out as much as we can. But conferences are hard, and like most of the time, like you barely break even if you're lucky, right? So that's why it's so important, like, to help anybody that's doing a meetup or any type of conference in Bitcoin. You help them with the retweet. You help them get on the show. Like, you do everything, because there's no money being made, right? Like, it literally is like we're trying to get all the signal here in Austin, because there's CoinDesk and the WEF here during that week, and they're going to be promoting all sorts of propaganda. We need to make sure that there's this beacon of light that is Bitcoin going on at the same time. And I know Parker and them are going to do something at the Commons. I know Gary is going to do something here that week too as well. So it's like, we all need to make sure, like, whenever somebody's doing a conference or a meetup in your town, you like, share, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. Like, if you're near it, go to it, talk about it, let people know. It's because it's so important. So Bitcoin plus plus happening June 7th through the 10th, 2 days of conferences, 2 days of hackathon, 12 million sats up for prizes. We got some amazing sponsors. There's some amazing talks that are going to be happening during the conference side. Dude, me and Sakamoto went over there last Friday. We looked at the whole place. We're kind of scoping it out. Dude, it's going to be really like intimate, like conversations, workshops. It's going to be so amazing, dude. It's going to be so good. I'm really excited to see like how it's going to play out. And then on the hackathon side, we're going to do it at the Bitcoin Commons right there. It's going to be nice and chill, coffee, breakfast. We'll have pizza or barbecue or whatever we're going to do for lunch. And then the hackathon will keep going. Next day we come in, same thing, award prizes. We'll have a trophy, 12 million sats up. And then that night we're going to go over here to Rainy Street and party like it's 1999. So
yeah, no, Bitcoiners know how to put together conferences and parties, man. Yeah, it sounds difficult. I saw the schedule. Sounds like, you guys are doing great. And shout out to Nifty and shout out to Stack. Stack is a friend of the show, been on a few times. But yeah, no, I just talked to him today. He's a grinder, bro.
It's not even that, dude.
Yeah.
The guy has, he just has like the right business mindset for this kind of stuff. Like, there's some people that like, they start doing conferences, and this is just like experience, because I used to work at UT and we did all the games and stuff like that. But like when somebody has the business development mindset where they understand like the larger picture, and they don't let the little small things like eat up at them. Like, that's Sakamoto. Like, he gets it. Like, today I was talking to him and he's just like, yeah, so this is what's going on. This is the plan now. And I'm just like, yeah, that's exactly how you need to operate, because like, if you're doing something like this big, you can't sweat over the details. It's literally just about hitting deadlines and making sure the people that paid and the people that sponsored the conference, they get their money's worth. That's all it's about.
Love it. Yeah, no, I wish I could try to make it out. I actually was going to try to make it out, because I thought I was going to have to close on a house out there.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'm going to close.
Is that happening already or what?
Well, I think I'm going to close on a distance, meaning that like the selection is not that great. And Friday, the person that's handling that stuff for us out there is kind of do like a video tour for us, like, kind of so walk us through digitally. And I think we're just going to lock it in, because time is ticking, fam. Like, I got the deadline I'm trying to hit.
It's Friday, you said?
Friday is when, we get to see the spot that we staked out that we like.
What time Friday?
She didn't really tell us. She said in the morning, but she said she's the first one to be able to see it publicly. So that means our application gets in there first, and we get to lock it in. Hopefully,
I can drive out there, bro, if you want me to.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off the mic if you want. But we'll talk about that off the mic.
I wish you'd have gave me more heads up.
No, and you don't have to, honestly, because like I said,
dude, I want to. Like, you shouldn't buy something sight unseen, though.
Well, remember, this is just renting for the first year. I'm not buying shit.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, because and I'm doxing my whole plan here, anyways. But the plan is I'm gonna rent in Austin for a year, and then during that year, me and the wife are gonna stake out some land a little bit outside of Austin. We're just gonna buy land, bro. So.
Then we'll talk about it offline. But
Yeah. But it's a rental, so like that's why I'm not mad at like if I got to drop.
Okay. Then you should be fine.
Yeah, I want to be near.
Just,
I want to be near the near Unchained, and I want to be near work. But I also don't want to, like you said, buy something 30-year mortgage for something I didn't even see yet. All right, so. But rental was all good. I just lease it out for a year, and then me and my wife will build somewhere else and live the life we want to live. That's the plan. But. Yeah, so what I'm saying is I thought I was going to be out there for that, and then I was going to get two birds with one stone. I was going to go check out the crib, and then I was going to go to Bitcoin plus. But time is crunching so fast that I just need to sign and get it going, because if I want to make this deadline and be out there by end of June, then time is ticking, man. So
and then just that. So that kind of zips up Bitcoin plus. Tomorrow we're doing Thursday. I don't know when you're going to hear this, but tomorrow we're doing a Bitcoin Magazine Spaces.
Oh, sweet,
with Chris.
man.
And so like it's going to be the whole group like talking about Bitcoin plus. Maybe some speakers will join. And then dude. Then we have Taco Pleb crawl on Saturday, sponsored by DeFBeD and Oshi. So
Saturday you probably
we're literally going to go from like Granny's Tacos to this barbecue place, have tacos there, and then we're going to go to the White Horse and dance the night away. Like Saturday's going to be fun.
Yeah, and this is Saturday morning episode, so if you guys are in the Austin area, definitely try.
If you're in the Austin area,
Saturday's gonna be lit.
Not to the Taco Pleb crawl.
Yeah, but shout out to everything Bitcoin plus is going on, and everything you guys got going. I can't wait. It's one of those magical things that I know by being around individuals such as yourself, I get to be a better individual myself too, and then hopefully contribute that back. It's one of those things.
No, you're a good man, dude. I think you're too hard on yourself.
I could be better. We could all be better, Car.
Yeah, definitely. We can all be better.
Yeah.
But no, you're a good man.
I appreciate that. Hey, this is an advertisement for Jose here.
Jose's a good man.
Hey.
You work at Unchained Capital, right? So like Unchained Capital is like, I'm sure that's influenced you in the positive light too as well. There's a lot of geniuses that work over there.
Yeah. And the opportunity to be able to, like I said earlier, being senior team member in the client services team, being able to put that whole, frontline support team kind of together. And, I say it all the time. Bitcoin standard support. I'm not taking anything less. I'm not providing anything less. You give it a shot. Call Unchained Capital during business hours. I guarantee you're gonna get somebody on the phone. Promise you. And they're gonna solve your problem. And that's an ethos that I bring to the table and want to keep bringing. But yeah, you're right. Just being around some of the smartest people in the world, not just the room, definitely has brought a better Jose out. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Dude. I really believe that. I really think like the people that you work with, the people that are around you, like you just level up.
I do.
You can't help not to. Like you just level up. Like
great minds.
Just like you're gonna learn things from them.
Yeah, no, great minds. I love being out there. That it's not only what you guys got going on and having these talks with you, but Unchained Capital is a really big reason why I'm going out there. So. Yeah, definitely. Did you want to get into the Dustin episode?
Oh yeah. So So sorry about that.
It's all good. I love it. This is beautiful.
This is what happens, dude. Like we're friends, so it's just like it, literally just like catching up. I was gonna say, we recorded a pod yesterday with Dusty. Dude, I'm starting to see this more and more.
Yeah,
feel like there's a lot of devs looking at Core Lightning now, like it's like the vibes are getting nice right now around Core Lightning. And people are just like, they're feeling it, dude. They're just like, oh yeah, Core Lightning. And I don't know what happened. I'm not going to say anything, but even in the pod, we talk about it. But I think Dusty makes a really good case as to why Core Lightning is kind of taking off. Well, not taking off, but there's this like, remember last year when Lightning, was it last year or the year before? No, maybe it was 2021 when Lightning was kind of taking off. Like, Fountain building, Sacronews were building. Like, it was starting to like permeate. Like, it was like a little bubbly. That's what this feels like again. Like with Core Lightning, it feels like that. It feels like there's another like trembling that's going on. And then it's just, I've seen this before.
Yeah. So last year, those examples were what, LND? And this is different. This is that.
No, I don't know. I'm just saying like, it feels very much like the vibe that I'm getting is like, people are excited about Core Lightning.
Yeah. Now you know why I know
building on core Lightning.
You want to know why I know that?
And Dusty talks all about it in the pod. I'm not a technical guy when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I know I agree with you 100%. The reason I know why is because the FUD is coming out. When people start talking about like Lightning doesn't work and Lightning, that's when you know it's actually popping, right? Because the FUDers don't come out until something's actually working. So I agree with you. I think Lightning as a whole is starting to like pick up steam really fast. Really.
I mean, one of the tidbit I did remember him saying was like, core Lightning is literally. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember. It was literally, he goes, core Lightning is. Yeah, I don't remember. Well, I'm trying to remember it every time. Like,
y'all just got to subscribe to the Thriller Lightning feed if you haven't already.
Yeah, just go listen to it.
Yeah, it's a good conversation. The
ThrillerBitcoin.com.
The conversation we had with John was really dope too. Is that right? Yeah, that was a good conversation.
Oh, did you like that one?
I did, man. Come on, man. I like all the shit you do, but maybe it's because I'm biased because I know John personally as well and good people. And when two good people talk, then it's always worth watching. But that was a really good conversation, fam.
Yeah, me and John, we hang out all the time. So we're about to go to dinner here in like 10, 15 minutes. But like, like that's just a normal conversation me and John have. Like,
that's probably why we're so good.
Yeah, we're so comfortable with each other. Yeah, me and Keon have conversations like that all the time too.
Fun fact.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Pleb Lab has like this vibe. Even at Bitcoin Commons, they have this vibe where it's just like you're having real conversations with Bitcoiners and like.
Yeah, no, you can tell how comfortable we are. I got a funny thing about Keon. I don't know. He didn't care. He told me personally he didn't care, but he was on the episode, right? I think it was last week's episode. Go check out the Keon episode. It was great. We got into a little subsection there in the very beginning about anarchists, right? And like this low, like the way that they kind of think and the way they kind of question society and certain things like that. He had amazing points. I think it was just a really good, point conversation. So, and the episode show notes, I guess there's a typo, but I didn't really mean it that. I just put anarchist, right? Like as the subject that we were talking about as one of the subjects. And immediately Keon had to like repost it and say, well, I don't really consider myself an anarchist. And I was like, oh shit, like that's not what I meant. Like, I'm not saying you're an anarchist. I'm just saying we talked about anarchists during.
He talks about anarchy all the time. What is he talking about? I'm just kidding.
No, he told me legit. He was like, no, I don't care, Jose. Like you're fine. Like it's, and I was just like, you know what? I know you're telling me I'm fine, but because you had to correct it, it doesn't really sit well with me. So I actually went and pulled it down and I took that line out and then I reposted everything back up. But yeah, that was just a little funny story with Keon.
I will say this though, like I do that to Keon all the time. I label him all the time.
But I wasn't trying to.
And I'm not going to do it now because he'll get even more upset. But he'd be like, you went on, not only did he call me an anarchist, but you went on there and then you doubled down. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that, Keon. But I will say though.
Keon, I'm sorry.
I label him all the time, but it's like, it's jokingly. Like it's out of love. He's my best friend, man. I do that all the time with him. But I will say this though, like he's been giving out spicy takes lately on Twitter. Like he's been doing these little spicy takes. So this is probably when it started. And then now he's just like full on. He's just doing spicy takes now.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
I've seen it.
I like it.
He had one today. He had one earlier today about gun control and stuff.
I saw that with the latte. And I'm like, did he need to be said?
A little spicy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was spicy.
Well,
it was a spicy latte.
My apologies, Keon. We'll talk about this in person, but it was about anarchist, the topic, or anarchy, not Keon being one. Just to clear that up for the listeners. But it was a great episode. Great person.
I think I listened to I totally missed that part. I think I listened to it. I was like getting dressed one day or something.
Yeah, it was early on in the episode. But he had fantastic points about like the early ethos of Bitcoiners and, when, a lot of relations with the anarchist community and how they question, basically listen to the episode. It was a great episode. But I wanted to bring that up because I was like, shit. So it is what it is.
Yeah, he does that all the time where he'll go on like, I'll drop an idea or subject or something. And then we'll go back and forth on it. And then I'll learn something. And then I'll tell him why he's wrong. And then it goes back and forth.
Yeah, well, can't wait to see those in person.
Right. It's just like
I saw you and Kyle do that a few times.
Me and Kyle do that too all the time.
Yeah, I saw you guys do it in person.
But this is what you have to have like in a group is like you have to have disagreements. There's nothing wrong with disagreements. This is where like this is why the infighting in Bitcoin is so dumb in my opinion. It's like we have disagreements all the time offline and like that's normal.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. It should be part. It's healthy. It's one of those things. You got to do it. It's sort of like a brother sister type thing where you guys.
So to block somebody doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh yeah, I don't think I have anybody blocked. Yeah, block is a weird thing. I don't know, but maybe one day I'll get frustrated enough. Maybe Alex from Lolli will get blocked. I don't know. Just to sum up the episode.
There you go.
All right, Car, man. This ain't the last time, right? Hopefully.
No, dude, we'll do this next week.
Yeah, listeners, hit us up. Hit Car up on his Twitter when this episode airs. Hit us up, hit me up in DeFBeD or we're talking in bids. How about some boost on Fountain?
Hey, so check this out. Send those boosts. If you send those boosts, we'll read it on the show. But you also do the thing. What is the thing called again?
The what? The 50K?
Own your block, mind your block.
Oh, I do the Mind Your Block segment. That's a win. Also, I keep saying this, but for the next few weeks, Fountain has, they're trying to start that ecosystem. They're gonna give you 50K sats if you just give a boost. Yeah, no.
Oscar, what are you doing? Give away 50K sats.
It's that economy. Oscar gets it. But anyways, that's not coming from us, fam. You guys should check out Fountain because it's great. Stream the show some stats. Give us some boost, and like Car said, we'll read them on the show. Mind Your Block. 10,000 sats gives you 10 minutes on the show. You can come on and talk. Me and Car, if Car's back on the show for it, you could talk to us about anything you got. Bitcoin only. And, half of that goes to open sats, and the other half goes to keeping these lights on here on the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, man, we got that going on. Either way, if you stream value. What's up?
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No,
I did follow you. I followed your thing, and I also did the open sats thing too.
What do you mean follow my thing?
Stacker News.
Oh, yeah. There you go. So
I did 26%.
Yep. So the stats that are coming in for what? For you? For your show? 26%?
Yeah, for Stacker News Live, you get about 26% to open sats.
So 26% to open sats. I guess I'm just a little bit stingier, I guess. I got 5%.
No.
Yeah. I got 5% going to open sats.
Everybody who has a podcast should be getting something open sats.
Yeah, so I got 5, but the cool thing is I give every single one of my guests a 5% slot as well, and most of them are going to open sats too. So 10% usually goes to open sats. That counts for boost. That counts for streaming. Anything you want. Check us out on Fountain. Check us out on Bitcoin TV. Bitcoin TV. That's the place to be at.
Let's eat our own dog food. That's what I keep saying.
What was that?
Let's eat our own dog food. Let's eat our own dog food.
I love it.
Support
that's
Bitcoin TV. Support Fountain. Support all the Bitcoin ecosystem apps. Like,
definitely. Yep.
Use Zapprite. Like, use all the stuff that the Bitcoiners build, man. Let's get away from this fiat world. We don't need them anymore.
Love it. And if you're not on the Bitcoin standard yet, I guess I kind of understand. You could check us out on the legacy outlets as well. We're on there, the YouTubes of the world and all that.
Yeah,
but
RSS will find its way.
Yeah, right. So figure it out. But Car, man, this has been fantastic, man. This ain't going to be the last one. We're going to make this happen. But if you, the listeners, let us know you want it to continuously happen, we're going to ramp this up on the to-do list and we're going to make it happen for y'all.
Thriller Bits.
I like that. See, we're already scoping out the name of it, but it's going to happen. Thriller Bits is dope, by the way. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Car, appreciate you, brother. Talk to you soon. Later, y'all.
Okay.